Patreon member shout out. Don't leave me out here dancing alone. You can't make up your mind, mind. Please don't waste my time. I'm not trying to rewind, wind. I wish our hearts could come together as one. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, I have been getting so many messages, and I'm sorry, guys, I can't keep up with them. I am trying my very best. It's about, should I cash out now? If I have some extra money, what should I do with it? And I'm just going to play out every scenario here, not telling y'all what to do. I wish I had more money. A lot of it would go into OMI, but I already have so much OMI that, 130 million OMI, like there's... I mean, these prices, they're pretty low. But OMI did very well. OMI was up like 10% yesterday. Now, granted, it is down like 50% since it's not all-time high, but since it was a few months ago. So, yeah, it's down a lot. But yesterday, as the rest of the market was kind of down the last few days, we actually went up, which is really crazy. But I think that's because a lot of what OMI does is... crypto in general just doesn't really... It is attached to the market, but... because it's around 24/7 and markets are only open, 5 days a week most times, sometimes it's ahead or behind the curve a little bit. Most of the times ahead. And I would say that, again, because I have so much OMI, I would go for, there's so many deals. There was somebody on the feed before, like just now, like 2 minutes before I started this video, was somebody selling their Secret Rare Marvel #1 or their Marvel comic #1 for 6 million OMI, which is like $24,000, give or take. Now this thing, so that's more than like half off. A lot of things right now, because and this is why I'm very bullish on these OMI Veve NFTs, because you have the MTL article that was just announced. You have this like sense of impending doom, which I don't think that. I'm pretty bullish on the fact that because of all these things, where you have the kind of conflict in Ukraine and Russia. You have cash out coming out, and you have crypto winter kind of looming as well. Despite that, a lot of these collectibles are still holding a very large amount of value. And Veve's not slowing down. Veve's not like saying like, hey, let's take a break. No, like they're banging out a bunch of stuff. Mostly it's due to the licensors. Licensors saying, hey, we got a schedule to keep, and we do this. And, Veve's like saying, yeah. So this is really making the case for why these Veve NFTs, collectibles in general, especially high-end stuff, I know from Pokemon, during dips, they're really not that affected. Now, because Veve's so new, again, it's been out for like a year and change, that's why it is seeing some, or a lot of short-term dips. With other defined things like baseball cards, Pokemon cards, art, that you won't see a dip in those high-end stuff, because a lot of the people that have the money to spend, 6 figures, 7 figures on something. And if we're going to art, talk like 8 or 9 figures, well, then guess what? That's just gonna, they don't need to worry about people losing, the market going down so much money, because they have so much money in general. And that makes the case really, really bullish for this. And again, I don't know why you would sell right now during like the low. The only reason I'm looking to sell 1 or 2 of my things is just so I could try to attempt to get that bond car on Saturday. That would be... that would be amazing. That would be too wonderful. But again, there's so few of those cars on that second one. I'll try for the first one, the one that's like $307. The second one that's $1,007, I don't think I would. But you have a bunch of different things here. As MTL comes through, and a bunch of new money comes in, obviously some old money exiting and getting out, you have a bunch of new money coming in. I think that the collectibles will go up before OMI, as long as that comes out first. If we get MTL, like the majority of people have MTL, before we get exchanges and before we get utility, then I think the NFTs can go up first. I think that in the opposite way, if some of MTL is rolled out but not really, the new people are still scared because the new people waiting to come in, let's say they're still scared because not everybody has the ability to cash out. And then OMI gets some utility. then I would say, okay, well, OMI will go up first. And I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one will happen. But there's a lot of people that are saying, like, okay, well, and I want to address this question now in a video, so it's not in like a 3-hour live stream where you have to go try to search for it. A lot of people are saying, like, the team doesn't care about the token. And I'll go through the reasons why they think that. And like, well, the owners of Veve and OMI, they're making money from the secondary market, and they're making money from the actual sales on the store. And when you sign a $50 million deal with Amar Singh for Givenchy and the Rewind Collective, well, you could make the argument that they probably have some money, and they do. They're very successful. Vanity Fair just quoted them as being a multi-billion-dollar NFT app. So you can make some arguments that they have some money, and it's not like they were unsuccessful before this app. All the people that are on the team were very successful before the app, before the birth of it. So in that breath, I'll say, like, okay, I'll counter your argument with this. If the team, the OMI team, which has billions and billions of tokens, and use probably, I don't know this, but it would make some poetic sense that they would use some of those tokens at the beginning. And no, they actually did. They went over this in the white paper. They used some of those tokens to go out to licensors and to, that's how they were able to pay for some of the licenses, is by giving them a lot of tokens. So one, do you think that the team that has more tokens than anyone, that if they were to work hard to give OMI utility and to make people want to buy it and stake it and spend it, to get to $1, they have billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. And yes, I know they could probably sell the Veve app right now and maybe make $1 billion each, give or take. Or would they continue work? Because again, this is a passion project for them. And if they didn't care, if all they cared about was money, they would work. That incentive to work is so much harder, because then again, that's what you have. The incentive to work to raise the price of OMI so that they can cash out, if they wanted to, and they could cash out right now and still make a bunch of money. But why would you do that right now at 0.004 when this can clearly be several cents, multiple cents, $1, $2, multiple dollars by the end of the decade if they keep working hard? Again, that's just my opinion. And also, do you think that the licensors that would feel duped if they were getting paid in OMI, this will be great, and then they say, hey, come on guys, what are you doing? Oh yeah, we don't care about the token anymore, we're making money on the app. You think that the licensors would stand for that? No, not at all. Not at all. Come on, guys. Let's use our brains here. And again, this is just going through every scenario. I mean, if they were, like, let's say if the OMI, let's go down that road for a second. If the OMI team had said, we're making money here, we don't need to really focus on the token. Again, the licensors would be like, you're going to, or our lawyers are going to sue you. Like, that's probably what would happen. Again, in that scenario, which, I want to address it just to see how comical that was. It'll come. You just got to get patient. I do think, I have said the other day, Gorlomi had asked me the question, what do you think is going to come first? Exchanges, localization, MTL, OMI to NFT, Veveverse, Pokemon, or the web app? So I made and it's not a timeline, it's just what I think is going to come first. It was MTL that I think would come first. I think it would have exchanges after that. I think it would have the web app after that. I think the announcement for Pokemon, not us getting them, just the announcement for Pokemon would come after the web app. And then you would have OMI to NFT after that, and Veveverse after that. Because there's really no reason to give the Veveverse unless you have OMI to NFT. Because how are you going to buy land if there's no OMI to NFT? So it would make sense for them to do Veveverse first. I'm sorry, OMI to NFT, then Veveverse, and then localization. And I think after that, after localization, that's when they'll actually give us Pokemon. Because if they gave us Pokemon without localization, there'd be riots. Like it'd be insane riots. So again, these are just some scenarios that I've laid forward, and again, I have zero inside information. That is just what I'm thinking here, because that type of thing makes sense. Anyway, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone go follow at HeyDavidon, at KingMavs forever on Twitter, Standoff Chart, KingMavs, and ChaviCat5 over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 on the YouTube, RateX.eth, wherever you want. Powers of X #1 over there, Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Tap Straits, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, The Gale, Charles Merkel, Veve Darkling, Cavell Anderson, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. at WetWizardVV and Gario1234CA3 on the Twitter. DarkRed.com/page/Veve-photography and WoundedWarriorProject.org. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.